everyone. Today I'm going to be walking through the parent section of the WASFA. First, they're going to be asking about your parents' marital status. So you're going to indicate if they're married, if they're not married, if they're unmarried and living together, if they're separated, you'll just indicate it there. And then the month and year that became so. And then you're going to see parents' household number of family members. So you're going to include yourself in that number, as well as your parents and any other people that are living in that house that your parents provide more than half of support for. And then the last question is asking how many in that household will be in college in the next year. So it'll be one for you, and then anyone else you can include in that number as well. And then this next section, you decide who is parent one and who is parent two. They're going to ask for the social security number. You're not able to use an ITIN or a DACA number. This is specifically a social security number for citizenship. If your parent doesn't have one, that's okay. They don't need one for the FAFSA or the WASFA. You'll just put in all zeros into that box. And then you're going to put their last name, first name, and their birthday. And then their highest level of education. If you don't know it, you can put other unknown. So you'll do the same thing for parent two. And then you can include their email address and then their parents' residency information. So this information at the bottom is specifically state residency. This is not asking about citizenship here. So this is just asking what state are they a resident of. And then you're here to this parent financial information. What is the parent's income tax return status? Have they already completed their tax return? Are they going to still complete it, or are they not going to complete one? And they're going to be asking for your parents' 2019 IRS 1040. So indicate what is the current status, and then what is the filing status. And at the top you can see filing status, and then you'll see all the different statuses. Single, head of household, married, filing joint return, or married and both parents are filing their own tax return. And then the type of tax return, again, is going to be right there at the top. So this, you can see this one is a 1040. So indicate which kind that your parents did. And then parents' eligibility to file a Schedule 1. So a Schedule 1 is to document income that is not from working. So this is income from things like the parent lost wages and was receiving unemployment. So the next question is asking about your parents' adjusted gross income. So on the 1040, you're going to look to line 7. So it's on the first page of the 1040. So that's like your total income. And then parents' taxes paid from income tax return. So this is going to be on the IRS 1040. You're going to look on the second page, line 13. And then you're going to look at the Schedule 2. And it's going to be line 46. So this is what a Schedule 2 looks like if you have one. Not everybody's going to have one of these. So if you don't have one, you're just looking at this line 13 here. And then this next section here where it's asking parent 1 and parent 2 income, what they're really asking is how much did each parent earn? How much did each parent contribute to that adjusted gross income total? So that's not on your IRS 1040, but that will be on each individual parent's W-2. You'll see on this box 1, wages, tips, other compensation. So parent 1 might have earned a part of that funds, and the parent 2 might have earned the other part. Or if there's only one parent who was working, that full amount would be in that one parent and then a 0 in the second parent. Everyone's situation is different, so just include whatever it is for you and your family. And then the next question is asking, as of today, are either of your parents a dislocated worker? Someone who is receiving unemployment benefits due to being laid off or losing a job and unlikely to be able to return to that previous occupation. Or if you've been laid off or received a layoff notice from a job. So you can put yes, no, or don't know. Okay, and then these next series of questions are asking about benefits that your family may have received. So this is asking about anyone in your parents' household, so that includes you. if anyone has received federal benefits such as Medicaid, SSI, SNAP, that's food stamps, or free or reduced lunch, TANF, or WIC. So if anyone in your house has received any of those things, you would say yes. If not, you would say no. And then if you say no, all of this goes away. If you say yes, then it gives you the option to say specifically which one. So look through all of the options. So this is about the value of investments, cash, businesses that your parents have. So the first one in this section is asking about cash, savings, and checking account amounts. So at this moment in time, how much money do your parents have available to them combined in a bank account? And we know that that number changes all the time, and that's okay. The next question is a parent's real estate or investment net worth. The net worth, that means the current value as of today minus any debts related to those things. When they're talking about real estate investment, they're not talking about a home you might own, but a home that you might own and earn income from, not the home that you're living in. So if none of those things are true for you, then you're going to put 0. And then the last question is for a parent's business or farm net worth. And you're only going to include an amount here if the business has 100 or more employees. If not, you're going to leave that as a 0. So this next section is additional financial information. These are going to pre-populate as 0. And so you'll just look through, and if any of these situations apply to you, then you're going to add whatever number that is from your tax records. So in 2019, did parents have education credits? So you're going to look at IRS Form 1040 and on the Schedule 3, line 50. You may not have a Schedule 3, and that's okay. Just leave it 0. Parents' child support paid. So this is how much child support a parent has paid to another parent in the year 2019. You would include that here. And then parents' combat pay for serving in the U.S. military would be on your W-2. So you're going to be looking at these box 12, code Q. And now this is untaxed income. So other sources of income that your parents would have had that is not taxed. So on your W-2 again, in the boxes 12A through 12B, you're going to see parent pension payments. So those would be listed as codes D, E, F, G, H, and S. If it's blank there in your W-2, you just leave that as a 0. Parents' IRA payments. So if your parents have on their IRS 1040 Schedule 1, you're going to add the total of lines 28 plus 32. And if they don't have a Schedule 1, you'll leave that as 0. And then the next question is asking about child support one parent has received from someone else, and you would put that there from the year 2019. Your parents' interest income is going to be on line 2A of the 1040. And then parents' untaxed portions of IRA distributions and pensions. So that's going to be on the IRS 1040 again. You're going to look at 4A here minus 4B. And if that happens to be a negative number, you're just going to put 0. Or if there's nothing in those boxes, you're just going to put 0. Parents' military or clergy allowances. So this is the value of things like housing that has been paid for by either the military or by a church in your parents' behalf. And then parents of veterans, non-educational benefits. So again, this is for parents who have served in the U.S. military. If neither parent has, then you can put that as 0. And then other and untaxed income. So that could include things like workers' compensation, disability benefits, and you would put that here, but if not, keep that as 0. And that is it. So be sure to tune in to our next video to choose the colleges you want your WASFA to be sent to.